welcome back to my page. Okay, so you guys, let's not do too much intro. Let's just dive into today's topic. As you already can see, my topic, you know what today's topic is all about, and it's just all about our almighty Pastor Gabriel. Honestly, you guys, I feel sad in my heart to actually talk about this. I love Pastor Gabriel so much. I don't know him personally, and I honestly don't watch all his video, all his live on Facebook and all of that. But the few videos that I've seen about him, all I know about him is that he does charity, he helps people and all of that. And honestly, if I see people that genuinely like help others, I am very, very, very happy with that person. I love people that help. I love people that have the heart of giving. You know, whichever way people wants to put it, that okay, well, he's gaining from it, that's why he's doing it, but at least he's doing it, like he's helping. You get what I mean? Even if he's gaining out of it, but at least he's helping others from what he has gained as well. And let's not forget that he's actually using his audience to get help for people. You get what I mean? Let me start from Brother Muyideen. I'm going to talk about 3 people today, and is Muyideen, his wife, and Pastor Gabriel. So I'm starting with Mr. Muyideen first. In the live, I did a live video. I already talked about this topic in a live video, but at the time I haven't seen the live video that Pastor Agbala Gabriel did with Oriyomi. I've only seen the one that Muyideen was carrying, you know, this calabash on his head, doing alabaru. These are people that put they help when, like, for example, if I go to the market and buy something, then I get these alabaru people are the ones that can help me to carry all my load to my bus stop or to my car or anywhere. So it was found in the market doing alabaru. But you see, all I can see in the Oriyomi video where they called him and Pastor Gabriel together and his wife was there as well, I can see a man that wants freedom. It feels like he has been caged by Pastor Agbala Gabriel. But to me, I see Pastor Agbala Gabriel like he's trying to, you know, shield him from doing all these bad habits that he is already used to, but he's doing it in a very, very wrong way. You get what I mean? So this way, Muyideen is feeling like he's being caged. You get me? He's feeling like he's being caged, and he's a man, like he's a grown man. He's 40 or something, 40 or 40 plus. And you can now imagine someone telling a grown-up man to, you sit down there, you must fast because you are out to do Baba Jebu. You must sit down there and you will fast for 7 days, you fast for 2 days, no food for you 3 days. You get me? This man Muyideen is beginning to feel choked. That's what I will call it. He's feeling choked because I cannot, even me myself, I cannot imagine someone telling me what to do at this my age. Like someone now telling me that because you did not do what I asked you to do, you are not going out today, then you lock me up. Like, I will be angry. I will be angry. Like, I will be so angry because, like, what? Are you kidding me? I'll be so angry. And then to now crown it all up, you are beating this man. Like, Muyideen is being beaten. He's receiving beating of his life from Pastor Agbala Gabriel and his maybe their mopol or his bodyguard or whatever, people that they are actually working for Agbala Gabriel. He's receiving the beating of his life from these people. So this way, he's angry. Mr. Muyideen is so angry. He is really, really angry with Agbala Gabriel. He's not happy with the way he's being treated. And therefore, Mr. Muyideen, him going to the market, people recognizing him in the market, like, it feels planned for me. You get what I mean, you guys? Like, you left a place and then you went to do alabaru or something, you know? But it's like a planned stuff. To me, you guys, I feel like he planned with some people to carry alabaru, and they should act like, oh, they found him in the market doing alabaru, and you know, so they can now start questioning him and all of that. That is what I can see in that video. But that's not the point, because whichever way he might have planned it, he was trying to pass on a message to the public to rescue him from the captive. And in that Oriyomi video, if you guys watch to the end, where Mr. Oriyomi said, can you like, they should give him the property, he should sign, he was like, no, he doesn't want the property, he just wants to be free. He just wants him to release him, to let him go. He just wants to just leave everything that concerns Agbala Gabriel. So that says a lot about what this man has been going through. It's not about whatever he's receiving from Agbala Gabriel. He's not thinking about what is going to happen to him next. He's actually thinking about his freedom. So that is to show you what he has been going through in the hands of Pastor Agbala Gabriel. All that man wanted was freedom. And I don't think he's asking for too much, to be honest. So let's leave that aside. Let's leave that aside. Now, let's go to the wife. You guys, I've seen some comments that says, oh, if the wife should support the husband, the wife will look ungrateful and, you know, yada yada. But guys, this woman, should I say she's the beginning of the problem in Mr. Muyideen's life? Because things has been going on fine until Mr. Muyideen married this woman. And now marrying Mr. Muyideen. Firstly, this woman, let me tell you guys, 100%, she did not marry Mr. Muyideen because of love. She married him for a purpose. She probably married him for the benefits that surrounds him. He has a free house. She wants to live, you know, a free life, a free house, free food, you know, everything will come free. That is the life she wanted. But you know, now you've married Mr. Muyideen for whatever reason that is best known to you, but definitely not because of love. You've married this man, and then every little thing you are reporting him to Agbala Gabriel. And then Agbala Gabriel is taking side with you. And then you call it, she now said, Pastor Agbala Gabriel disciplined him. Like, someone disciplined your husband, like someone was whipping your husband, like he's giving your husband the whipping of his life in front of you, and you call that discipline? Like, is he a baby that you know? I don't understand. Someone cannot see, I can insult my husband, we can fight, we can argue, but you dare not insult my husband in front of me. You cannot even beat my children in front of me. Not to talk of you beating my husband in front of me. That cannot happen. I can insult my brother, my sisters, my blood. But you cannot insult them in front of me. That's just the truth. Like, that's what we call love. Like, you know, you cannot insult my own people in front of me. Not to talk of you are beating them in front of me. You would rather beat us together because me will need back. So, someone is beating your husband. His guards are beating your husband, and you call that discipline? So, you're actually worshipping this pastor, Agbala Gabriel. You're worshipping him because of what? Because he's wealthy? Because he has name, is rich, you know, like, or because of the things he's giving you, the benefits you're getting from him, you're worshiping him, you've turned him to your mini god, and then you know, your husband is nothing to you, and you actually reporting your husband to him because you know that he's gonna discipline your husband the way you said that he's disciplining your husband. And to now crown it all, when Oriyomi asked, Are you going with your husband? Or what are you going to do now? If your husband is not staying, as your husband have said that, okay, he's not staying there anymore. He doesn't even want the property anymore. He doesn't want to stay there anymore. Are you going with your husband? What will you do now? She said no. You know, she couldn't even answer that question straight immediately. She said she doesn't want him to go. She wants him to stay because his life is getting better in them, or whatever way she has put it. The man Oriyomi said, no, you are not answering my question. I am asking you now that, okay, now your husband insisted on leaving. What will you do? Are you going with him or you are staying? She said no, she's not going, but she wants him to stay. So now, let me tell you people that are saying this woman will look ungrateful if she had supported her husband. See, in the Bible, once two people are joined together, husband and wife, the two has become one. Wherever her husband goes to, she have to go with her husband. She has already supported Pastor Agbala Gabriel. If truly she loves her husband, she has come out. Let me finish that statement. She already supported him in the sense that she came out and said, oh, Pastor Agbala Gabriel wasn't like that. He's my husband that doesn't have, is not contented with what he's giving, stuff like that. She already said that about your husband. Okay. That we have taken it as, okay, you don't want to look ungrateful. But now your husband is leaving. What do you still want to be doing? So you want to leave your husband and then stay with Agbala Gabriel? Like, it's not making sense to me. If she's really seeking for them to come back together, she doesn't want them to separate, she wants her husband to stay, you will first of all follow your husband, and then you can then call her Emma Binusa. You try to make, oh my god, the temperature of my phone is too high. Okay guys, sorry, my other phone went off. The temperature got too high because of the sun, so I've just put the AC on now. So I'm using my other phone to film right now. So it is now your duty to, as a woman that really loves a husband, to follow your husband. You have to support your husband's decision of leaving the captive and follow him. And if you now want to make peace, you want him to still be with Agbala Gabriel, then you should now try to be making peace from distance. You get what I mean? Then you cannot call Agbala Gabriel, and then you try and talk to your husband when he's calm, that rebuy, then you try to settle everything as a good woman and a wife that really loves her husband. But as it is now, it's very obvious that this woman prefers Agbala Gabriel to her husband. It's not making any sense. And Mr. Muyideen accused Agbala Gabriel of, I won't put it that he's sleeping with his wife. He said in Yoruba that Agbala Gabriel has taken his wife from him. Meaning, to me, what it means to me, he's probably not saying that he is sleeping with his wife the way people has put it. I think it's just saying that he doesn't have any say as her husband anymore. Agbala Gabriel is now her husband because she listens to Agbala Gabriel. Agbala Gabriel supports her. Agbala Gabriel deals with him in front of his wife, and the wife is saying nothing. So I think she's trying to, he is trying to say that the wife is not for him, like the wife is not seeing him as a husband anymore. Agbala Gabriel, she's seeing Agbala Gabriel as her husband now. And yes, so I think that's what he's trying to say, not necessarily that Agbala Gabriel is sleeping with the wife, because I don't think Agbala Gabriel will sleep with his wife. Anything can happen, but I don't see anything like Agbala Gabriel is sleeping with the wife. So that's just it. So now I would I would say Mr. Muyideen should be careful with this wife, because she doesn't love him. She doesn't love him. That's just the truth. She doesn't love Mr. Muyideen. I won't say divorce her. I won't say, I won't tell him what to do, but he needs to open his eyes and be careful with this woman. Yeah, that's what it is. Now, Pastor Agbala Gabriel, You see, you guys, I love Pastor Agbala Gabriel so much, as I said earlier, and I already stated my reason for, really, I admire this man because he has a heart of giving, regardless of what he's gaining from whatever he's doing. Obviously, you are doing a business to gain from it. But what matters to me is that when people come out to the public and say, please, public, donate this money, we want to do so something, I want to build a house for this person, I want to rent a shop for him, set him up. If the public now make a donation for this person, and then you actually did what you said you wanted to do for this man, at the end of the day, he built the house that he said he was going to build. He set him up, opened a shop for him, and all of that. So he did what he was supposed to do, right? So the remaining change, how he spent it, is now not my concern anymore. It's not my business. As long as you've done what you're supposed to do. So if you gain from it, I don't have a problem with it. With that in my heart, honestly, you guys, I don't have a problem with that. The main point is he did what he said he wanted to do for this man. But now my problem is, why do they have to come to your church? And also, why do you have to build the house? I know he built for other people as well, that they already have their own land somewhere else. He built on their land for them. You get me? So but mostly he builds, it looks to me like he's building an empire for himself. And then you've built for them. Okay, you now build for them in your environment, and then you are still holding the document. You did not hand the document over to them. I know that he did mention that I think one of his workers said, or he's the one that said, it is Mr. Muyideen that said they should keep the document for now, or I don't know, they should keep the document. I don't know how true is that, but why it shouldn't? If you are helping people, help them, take off your eyes, just help them, let them go. Show the public that, oh, I've done this, that I've said I will do, I've done this for him, I've done that for him, and let go. Why are you now, it's sad, because and then you were saying it with authority that, oh, you told him he didn't come to church, they were knocking his door, he did not open his door, blah blah blah. You told him to lie down and you whip him. I know in Nigerian churches they see this beating their workers as norm, but it is not right. It is an abuse. It is in Nigerian churches you will see people, probably like a child that is misbehaving, we call them omoto yaipata, is misbehaving and everything. You only correct people with love, not by punishing them, whipping them, and you support them with love. If you want people to change, you correct them with love, not by beating them up and all of that. It's so wrong. In Nigerian churches, you will see them, this child, they will tie him up. We call it sheke sheke. They will tie him up and lock him up in a room. There's actually a special room for them that they lock them up into. That is an abuse. It is not right. And to now say that Mr. Muyideen is actually older than Pastor Agbala Gabriel, so now I would not say that he's riding him, because riding him. So now I am saying it as you are using your power on him, because you are feeding him. You feel like you are feeding him. His life is with you, so you can treat him anyhow. You can misbehave with him anyhow. You can ridicule him anyhow, which is not right. I have a problem with that. You are very good, you are very kind, helping people, but your behavior matters. How you treat people around you is what matters. You see, if you have a name, let me say this in Yoruba, you need to be careful of how you treat the people around you. Is very, very, very important. You need to treat people well. Treat people with respect, regardless. Respect people. Treat them nice, the way you would want to be treated, and the way you would want your children, people to treat your children, the same way you should treat other people. So Right now, I'm seeing it as you are using Owagbara on this man, because how can you tell a grown-up man that is even older than you to lie down and they should give you koboko, and then you whip him up? You gave him the beating after your guards already beat him up. You gave him the beating as well, and then you said to Yomi that you didn't even know that your guards already beat him up. Let me tell you something. If your guard don't see you that you are always beating him up, they would not have the guts to beat him up behind your back. If you haven't given them the permission to beat him up, they would not beat him up behind your back. If they haven't been seeing you, even if you did not give them the permission, if they haven't been seeing you the way you are treating this man, they would not have the guts to also do the same to beat him up. That's the point here. It's wrong. You don't treat people like that. This man is hurt, is bitter, is hungry, is really hungry, is sad, is broken because of the help that you did to him, and is now feeling choked. Is hungry. And honestly, I would say that you need to call Mr. Muyideen and apologize to him. Okay, so you guys, the other phone went up as well. Overeating. my AC is not doing anything. So I'm back to the first phone that went off. So this one is cooled down now. So let me just talk quickly, you guys. So, Pastor Agbala Gabriel, the 2-3 things that you did that I find it a bit corny, and it saddened my heart, is number one, beating up this man. Apart from this man, I don't know how you treat other member. I don't know if it's just this man that you beat like this or you treat like this. I would say it is not about what you give people, it is about how you treat them, the behavior, how you treat them around you, people around you. So that part is a no-no for me. You don't beat people up. It's a grown-up. Even children, you don't just beat them up. It's an abuse. You can correct people with love. If you don't want, he's playing tete, he's doing this. He's a grown-up man. If you try to change him and he's not changing, you can as well. And since you've been seeing his behavior, the way, the type of things he's doing, and you do, instead of him, well, just think about your guards as they are beating him up, and then he just fine. What will you do? They are beating him, you order them to beat him, they beat him up, and he just fine. What will you do? That's number one, beating him up. I'm sweating, you guys. Beating him up. Okay. Number two, why does he have to be living in the church vicinity? Why does he have to be coming to church? It's not compulsory. You don't win people into Christ that way. It is slavery. You are doing it in a slavery way. You don't win people's heart by captivating them. You know, you don't win people's heart like that. You win people's heart with love. So this one is like a slavery way, like, oh, you must worship God, you must come to my church. You know, you don't tell people, you don't treat people like that. It's not a must, it's not compulsory. It doesn't, you've helped him, the public, they raised fund to help this man. It doesn't have to be coming to your church because you brought him out for people to help him, so you have to pay. That way, it's to me that you are asking for something back in return. You have to be coming to your church. Coming to your church for him has to be willingly, not compulsory. He doesn't have to be coming to church and then you start whipping him. They were knocking on his door. Why can't he have privacy in his own house? He can decide not to open the door. He can decide to open the door for whoever he wants to open the door for. But because you build a house for him, you feel like even when he's on top of his wife and you knock on the door, he must just jump up and open the door. Because of what? Because of what? That is slavery. If people knock forever on his door and he's not opening his door, so be it. That shouldn't be an offense. That shouldn't be a problem. That shouldn't be a problem. It's his house. He's sleeping. He's naked. Okay, he's tired. He doesn't want to see anybody. Okay, he can decide not to see anybody. He can decide not to open his door for 3 days. I don't see any problem in that. That shouldn't be any problem. It shouldn't be about you, what you want him to do at that moment, and you have to do it regardless if it's convenient for him or not. That is totally wrong. So, but all the same, I don't want this to discourage you that you don't want to help people anymore, or whatnot. I don't want this to discourage you, but this is a lesson, and I hope you can just learn from your mistake. Apologize to this man and let everybody move on. You've handed over his document to him, and I can even see that you are just signing that document on the day. So I don't understand why that is like that. That's why I said everything you've done looks cunning to me. But anyway, it is best known to that's not my bone of contention here. My bone of contention is you watch the way you treat the people around you. I won't say stop helping people. If you really have that heart to help people, no matter what, you will continue helping people. You get me? Things like this, kolema shele. That's just it. Kolema shele. But my problem here is you beating him up, or probably beating your workers up, because you are the one feeding them. I don't appreciate that about you. Honestly, I don't appreciate that about you. That is wrong. Is abuse. Like, is all form, all shade of wrongs. Like, is wrong. That's just it. You are someone that I like so much. I appreciate you. Is hard work, actually, your commitment in helping people, but all the same, it's not about that. It don't need the work back. Ni retain your shit, your joke. Like, this man, it doesn't, whoever you have helped, they don't have to be coming to your church. You've helped them, you've supported them, you've set them up. It's now up to him if he wants to be coming to your church to show gratitude, like, let me just be attending this man's church. He's a good person. It should be willingly. You don't win people into Christ by force. It should be willingly. So, and also building accommodation for them beside you, like, is it to monitor them or what? I don't understand. That is like you are captivating them so you can watch them, so you can monitor their movements. Like, kilo day, like, that's choking. It is choking. Like, you don't do that. That's not help anymore. That is not help anymore. And it looks to me like you are actually just using them to build an empire for yourself. You're building it within your Agbala Gabriel status, kind of, stuff like that. You are doing that, like, using them to build an empire for yourself. That's the way it looks, because there are lands everywhere. There are cheaper lands everywhere that you can just help them. Siwaju, like, it doesn't have to be around you. Help them. Siwaju, wajulong. It doesn't have to be around you. You get what I mean? Like, you help people, let them go. Show the world, oh, this is what I've done. You guys contributed this, and blah blah blah. Let them go. One thing I forgot to mention is that to Agbala Gabriel is that when this man, the least you could have done, instead of whipping him, instead of letting it get to this stage of saga, you should have come out to the public and let the public know what he has been doing with the fund or the shop that the public opened for him. He has been using the money to play tete. He has been doing this. You should have come out and let the public know, and let them know that for this reason I am letting go of Mr. Muyideen. I don't want any problem. I don't want issues. I'm just letting him go. This way, you should have just solved everything this way, instead of letting it get to this point, So anyway, Kolomajeka Koseni. The wisdom lastly handle the situation around them. May God help us all. But this is my take on everything. You are free to hear your opinion in the comment section. What do you think? This is my own opinion. This is the way I feel about everything. May God help us all. So I hope that Pastor Agbala Gabriel have learned from this mistake, and I believe we will retrace his steps on how we treat the people around him. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.